It's Monday, August 19th. You've got Goose, and you're entering into the core, brought to you by Zelcore Plus, the one cryptocurrency wallet for all your custody and trading needs. For more information about Zelcore Plus, visit zel.network. Today, we continue with our developer interviews, and I'm happy to announce that we have visiting the core, Milo van Faassen, who is the CEO at CoinRequest. Milo, welcome to the core.
Thanks for having me, Goose.
Oh, it's so good to have you. And I got to say, I try not to play favorites, but this is probably one of my favorite features within Zelcore that nobody knows about. So I want to bring this to the foreground, and hopefully all of our listeners on the core will appreciate some of the information that we talk about today.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Thank you, of course, first of all. I hope that we will be a great contribution to the wallet and to the ecosystem as a whole.
Well, that's just it. This idea is largely part of our Zell Labs initiative, which is, I should say, one of our first initiatives with Zell Labs was with CoinRequest. And the idea here is that it's a combination of development that happens between two completely different projects, but you see the integration take place within the Zelcore platform. First of all, let's talk about CoinRequest and what it is, just in case people really aren't aware, if they're new to the Zell ecosystem, if they're new to crypto. What is CoinRequest?
Sure. So CoinRequest, best described, is a requesting/invoicing method, actually. So let's say, let's start it first. So we usually have the copy and pasting method or the QR. QR is handy when you're physically there to the person you want to transact to, or if you have your website and your phone. But if you have your phone or just your phone, or you have to copy and pasting, it's just not that handy. So what we've made is a website-like link that you send to the one you want or your recipient, where you can click on a link, choose the wallet you want to pay it with, and all the information is already filled out so that you only have to hit the send button.
Basically, what you're saying is the traditional way of sending crypto is if you're standing next to the person you want to send crypto to, they have their wallet open on their phone with a QR code. You have your wallet open on your phone, and you scan their QR code so that you can get their address. So if you want to send Bitcoin to someone, you got to scan the QR of their Bitcoin address into your phone. And then you type in the amount and click send, right?
Exactly. And now you don't have to anymore because, that's the best thing about the Zelcore wallet, of course. We're in there. So you only have to fill out the amount you would like to receive from someone. You hit the request button and you can share it via whatever, email, Telegram, WhatsApp. And then I'll get a message, just like a WhatsApp message, and I can hit that link. And then I can choose, for example, the Zelcore wallet to pay with. And that's it. I don't have to fill out your wallet address. I don't have to fill out the amount you have put in there. I just have to hit the send button.
All right, so I can see this is pretty much a game changer. If somebody wanted to request 0.2 Bitcoin from someone else, what they could do is set up that request within their own wallet to generate a link, and then copy that link, throw it in an email or a text message, or like you said, the WhatsApp, and then the other person just has to click on that link and they can send the 0.2 Bitcoin.
Exactly. That's it.
Wow. I mean, like I said, game changer. It's so simple too, to the idea of just being able to request crypto. Now, obviously, this has been in Zelcore for quite some time, at least a few months now, I think. And like I was saying earlier, it's part of our initiative is, collaborating with other developers to integrate additional features to add value to the project, to both projects, really. So tell me about the types of coins that we could expect to be able to request with CoinRequest.
That can grow very rapidly. So currently we have over 170 assets available, I believe. Well, at least all the Zelcore assets. So I think that's already 170.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And From there, we're currently working to give the option to request all ERC20 at once, all BEP2 at once. So it's not really a limitation of how many coins we can offer. It's more a limitation of how many and how quickly we can implement auto wallets, so that you can request and pay via the wallet of your choice.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Since you have all of the assets that are already supported by Zelcore, and that includes a very good portion of the top 100 coins. Recently, we added Tron and Neo, and all of these have already been incorporated into CoinRequest, right?
That's correct. So not only the coins, because of course they come with the wallet. We only can offer to request coins if we have a wallet that has them. But for example, one of the bigger ones, Digibyte, where we're implemented in the wallet, so you can directly request from within the Digibyte wallet with a CoinRequest logo that's in there, and pretty amount of other wallets where we're integrated.
Nice. Let me ask you this: was Zelcore one of the first wallets that you were able to integrate with, or did you have others already?
No, you were actually the first. So we're very young ourselves. We started in February, and just when we got you, that was just one big well, of course, one big shout out as first to the Zelcore team. Well, after that, it went pretty quick.
Well, I think it's a great idea. And how did you come up with this idea? I mean, it's so new and so useful. What was the inspiration?
Yeah, so in the Netherlands, we already have something similar for a traditional banking system, where no matter what bank you have a requesting method to send invoices for your to someone you want your euros with in this case. And I was thinking, why don't we have this for crypto? I mean, it would be a very useful, or it would be a very great use case. People are struggling with their addresses, and just a lot of things go wrong in that aspect. So why don't we have something for that? And I've done some research and found out there are a couple of standards that were already available, and we just started building from there.
Okay. And how much of the interface or the software, the back end of this, have you built, on your own? Or is it largely, things that have been forked from other projects?
No. So I personally don't build myself. That's all my companion Polsky. He wanted me to say hi, by the way. Thank you all.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so everything is built in-house by ourselves.
Fantastic. So this is a 100% project that's built from the ground up.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. In the crypto space, I think that people have been forking things since Bitcoin, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's good to hear that there are projects out there that are not afraid to get their hands dirty and really create from scratch.
Exactly. Well, yeah, if it's not there, and then we build it, right? So we don't really have a choice.
And that's the idea, is that you saw a use case with fiat currency and you said, how come this doesn't happen with crypto? And you made it happen.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, well, in that aspect, I think the Netherlands don't really have any natural resources. So it's pretty much a development country with a lot of banks and a lot of big banks. And to be frank, the method, the requesting method is not really in that way available in other countries. We got compared with Venmo a lot. So are you basically crypto Venmo? And at first I didn't really know what Venmo was, and then I looked at it and I thought, yeah, sure, we're something like that. But Venmo is still an active requesting method. So I have to know your address, or in that case, your Venmo address, and I have to send you a request. But this is just an open request. You pretty much could see it as some kind of donation button where you can send it out to the world, and whoever clicks on it and pays you can pay with it without without you knowing who that person is.
Well, it's fantastic because, and I see that as another possible use case where people create a widget or what have you. Do you have additional, like for WordPress or something like that, where people can incorporate CoinRequest into their websites?
We are working on it. We have a basic code line. If you currently make a request, in the sharing menu, you have the option to turn it into a donation button. So that's already there. But yeah, we're also working on a WordPress like full-on plugin.
Okay. Now, this is something that's very important to Zelcore, and I believe Zelcore users, as it should be for all users of cryptocurrency, security, right? So, what can you tell us about the security of sending a request or making payments this way?
Well, security-wise, you have to link, and people are sometimes hesitant. But yeah, what if the link gets altered? First of all, of course, you have the human verification factor that you should still, whatever you are, whatever you do, just make sure the address is correct. That's as well should be a basic understanding, but most people still seem to forget that. Well, what we also have implemented is a feature from Whisper protocol. So from the Ethereum network, which is we're basically sending requests which isn't a transaction, so it can be put on a blockchain. But we want to do that to have you could see it as a decentralized node. Thank you. Where you get your request from or the information from, it gives you an ID, and that ID verifies if the request is legit or not. We're not showing it. We want to in the future, but we're also making some kind of explore where you can verify only you and the transactor can verify if the request is legit or not, and what the information of that request is.
Well, Milo, I have something very exciting to sort of suggest here. As you know, Zelcore was one of the first to offer something called decentralized two-factor authentication. Zel ID is really the name for that security feature, and that's going to be getting some love and attention over the next few months. So might I suggest that being a possible way of verifying between two users?
I actually already have been in touch with Trunk about, I just wanted to get some information about the basic functionalities and what it could do. But yeah, we might implement it in the near future. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Well, I mean, it's all, we're in the process of redeveloping the user experience of Zelcore, something that we're calling Project Phoenix. So this is something that one of the components of that is a new login screen and some added security features. So as Zel ID becomes more robust and more secure, perhaps that could lead to some future collaboration, again, through the Zel Labs initiative, as we are seeking to build this thing together.
Definitely, yeah. When we get to that point, I definitely want Zel ID in there if it's possible, and I don't doubt it wouldn't be possible. But
well, very nice. Any news about additional wallets that you may be incorporating this feature into?
Well, of course, we're currently having 8 partners, so we haven't been sitting still. Zelcore, of course, are first. We have Digibyte. We have 42 supported wallets, I should say correctly, and 8 wallets where we are integrated as the request functionality inside wallet. So that's Zelcore, Digibyte, Genesis Network. Next exchange will be soon. A fixed trade coin, and there are 2 that aren't, 3 that aren't published yet, but one is already leaked out a little. but you can expect us very soon in the Ravencoin wallets.
Okay, great. So standalone wallets for the coin itself. And what about multi-coin wallets? Is Zelcore it, or?
For now, Zelcore is it. Well, there are two coming very soon, but I don't think I can say much about that yet, but it will be announced in 2 to 3 weeks.
Excellent. Well, that's great news. And I think the more exposure that CoinRequest gets, the better it will be for the world of crypto, making it more easy for people to transact back and forth. So, bravo.
Thank you.
What's on the horizon then besides these new wallets? Are there any additional features that you're looking to work into the project or anything?
Well, at this point, actually, the sky is the limit, and we just have to check which ways are best ways to go and where the most interest lies. One of them is definitely partnering up with some non-custodial exchanges where you can request, for example, Zellcash. But I don't have Zellcash at the moment, so I pay with Bitcoin. That's a functionality we're looking into. And for now, it's really about expanding and getting into as much wallets as possible, so that the users have the most easy way of requesting and paying with their favorite wallet. That's really the focus for now.
Well, like I said, Milo, I've been a big fan since the very beginning. I love the functionality. I love how seamless it is and how integrated it is, and especially being able to offer this on the level of the wallet, which is right there on the level of the user, really. I mean, this is a feature that directly impacts the user's convenience. So, love it.
Perfect. Great to hear that.
Yeah. Well, Milo, thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us and speak with us about CoinRequest. And just to let everybody know, what are the best ways to get involved with CoinRequest? Where can they find you online?
Yeah, sure. I think the best way would be an email sending. If you go to our webpage, coinrequest.io, then you'll find about us with an email to connect us, or just follow us at CoinRequest on Twitter.
Excellent. Well, thank you again. And I look forward to continuing to develop and see where we go in the coming months.
Thanks for having me, Goose. I'm really honored to be here, and I just want to thank the whole Zelcore team for supporting us like this.
And it's been great collaborating with you. For all our listeners out there, if you want more information about CoinRequest, visit coinrequest.io. If you want to try it for yourself, open up any wallet within Zelcore, click the Receive button, and fill out the necessary information, and that will help you to generate a link which you can copy and send via email, text message, WhatsApp, and begin transacting with crypto in one of the most easy and convenient ways possible. As always, if you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to our Zell Labs YouTube channel. Until next time, you've been in the core, powered by Zelcore Plus.